So.
Yeah. Great to have, for sure. Just even looking, like you said, in your local network or family or friends on different roles. You reminded me that my wife gave me a HD video camera for our wedding. That was her gift to me. And so we actually asked my uncle to just go around and just videotape parts of the ceremony. We didn't pay a videographer. We just had him go around and ask people questions like, hey, what do you want to say to the bride and groom? And it was really fun. And it's really fun now to look back on that. We probably need like a VHS player to watch it, but we were able to see different people and cousins that are little guys, they're adults. And that was a great way to go. And we've actually recommended that to other people. Just stand a camera up on a tripod. At least you want to capture, because we've had a lot of friends who that's one of the first things they'll cut. They don't want to pay the videographer. It's expensive. They want the pictures. But we just so valued having that tape to be able to watch, because you miss all the interaction and just the feeling of the moment if you just have pictures. And then as time goes on, you forget what it was like a little bit. And so that video is precious, like, to us. We love watching it, and it wasn't anything special. It was just somebody walking around, and I think he had a fun time doing it too. So that, just per your point of, it wasn't like he's a videographer. Anybody can handle a video camera and go around and ask people questions. So it's a great way to go.
And in that respect, and we've been doing this podcast and we do some other things on social media, I think sometimes when you hire the professional, you get a lot of stylized production value. A lot of music, beautiful transitions, good lighting, all these things. But when you have just an amateur doing it, you get a lot of content value. They're not worried about how it's framed or the golden rules of thirds or whatever it is and the right lighting. They're just getting people's candid thoughts, people on camera. And so in some ways, I think the content there could be far more meaningful than the same amount or the same length of content from a professional that might be very beautiful, but is cutting out a lot of stuff because you don't get this kind of raw content from the professional. So I think that's another way to go. That's a great tip. You have 4 girls who will presumably maybe find weddings of their own in the future. If you were to give advice to people looking at weddings, getting into that mode, planning for it, thinking about it, maybe actually getting ready to